When it comes to running a business, here's what it is. Leadership skills are number one, okay? Because you have to be able to assemble a team. The ability to address a market, to literally look at a market, whether it's semiconductor engineers, semiconductor technicians, or whether it's better intimacy, it's recognizing the need. It is finding the solution. But most importantly, it's having a passion for doing it. I don't know of anyone else other than, maybe a professional athlete or an actor or a movie star that's ever been as fortunate as me to enjoy everything they did from a revenue generating work standpoint every day of their life for their entire life. I have felt so blessed to actually be involved with things that I enjoyed and never felt like, oh, I can't believe I got to go do this again. I can't believe that, that this is how I make my living. And I know a lot of people that fall into that.
That's the difference between a job and a career.
Yeah. I get up every day and I feel fortunate that for the last 40 years of my life, I've enjoyed what I've done. And I love being successful, not just from a financial perspective, but the idea that I could see something and then bring it to fruition. And it was exactly what I thought it was, and it worked. And, I made a lot of people very, very, very rich with my semiconductor engineering business because they acquired the skills and I put them in positions to get one friend in particular. He was going to take another job. And this is the craziest thing. And it was a job that I was presenting to him. But then he came to me and said, well, I got this other opportunity, but it wasn't through you. And he asked me to evaluate it. I said, I would take the other job. He goes, well, you're not getting paid on that. I go, I do fine overall. You're my friend. I think the upside is great. Well, the base salary on this one's a little bit lower. This one is 68. This one's 63. I said, the one you're with the 63K base, you're getting 10,000 shares of founder stock in a company that's not public. That's a great technology. If that hits, it's going to be worth so much more. He goes, you really think so? I said, here's the deal. I said, give me half of that stock. I'll pay you an extra 10.
5, yeah.
He said, what? He said, you believe? He goes, well, wow, you're actually screwing yourself out of a $12,000 fee for placing me. I said, I don't look at it like that. I'm looking at it, you're my friend, do the right thing. So he takes that job. Long story short, the company goes public. The stock splits 3 times. He makes like $3 million. He calls me up. He lived in Silicon Valley. He lived in San Jose, and I lived in Southern Cal in Huntington Beach. He goes, my man, the next time I see you, I owe you lunch. You really took care of me. I go, owe me lunch? I go, no, you don't. He goes, no, I want to. I go, no. I go, you owe me a small delicatessen, okay? I made you $3 million. He started laughing. It was a joke. We were laughing, and he goes, I can't thank you enough. And here's the crazy part. He got promoted. He ended up being this regional manager. He ended up referring about 4 or 5 people to me. He ended up hiring about 4 or 5 people to me. I ended up probably making about $120,000, $130,000 off of that relationship over the next 5 to 7 years. So giving up that $13,000, $12,000 fee and doing the right thing, of course, I didn't know it at the time, came back to me 10X, and that's how you live your life. Don't look for immediate gratification. Don't ever put yourself in a position and go, this might not be the best for them, but it's the best for me. Always do the greater good. Now, I know sometimes if you're starving, this is a difference between, eating or not eating. People have to make decisions, but anything short of that, do the right thing.
Yeah, it sounds like what you're doing is you're looking at the long-term view of relationships.
Yeah.
And you're building something that's called social equity in people. You're not investing the capital, you're investing the passion. And I always say this time and time again on the podcast is that all these founders who build something with passion first, the customer base sees that. And if you're cutting corners and you're just trying to nickel and dime your customers, they will see all and every corner that you're cutting throughout the process. And so you have to invest in the project and you have to invest in the people because those results will pay astronomically compared to the 1 or 2x that you might get off of investing in capital.
And the loyalty that you develop by taking care of your people